So hi, welcome back to my another video about sketchbooks. Okay, and in the previous video I showed you my complete sketchbook, and today I wanted to share with you my incomplete sketchbook. So this is the second one. It has the same red cover but another sticker. If you watched the previous video you will know why I put stickers on the front of my sketchbook. And yes, let's go right into it. So this is the second sketchbook. It starts from 2022 and it is still unfinished. So it has some empty pages left. And as always, I put the number of sketchbook on the first page, and then I skip one page, leave it empty, and I start with the next one. Here I have a pencil sketch. It is from a life model. I was inspired by Alphonse Mucha, and you can see his style a little bit in this artwork, in this sketch. And the next page, again, I'm doing some scribbles and studying the color palette of one of our contemporary artists, Steven Bauman. This is another sketch, a tryout using gouache paints, and I like florals and the leaves and branches, and here I also like the color palette. It's quite soft and contrast at the same time. Here's a very ugly sketch of a rose. I really don't like it, but what can you do? Things happen in a sketchbook. It's a sketchbook after all. And the next page is me trying out the composition for one of my future paintings, which I already made. It is made on wood using acrylics and some gold leaf. So you can see I scribbled here what texture is going to look like, the sizes of it in centimeters, and like a small design of a figurine. And this is a really funny one. I think I drew it from a photo of one of my educational books, and the woman was had a really funny face expression. She was typing something on the laptop and she looked like she doesn't understand what she is doing, and she looks some sort of like, what the hell? And this is a life sketch. On the outside I drew my friend. She's also an artist. She was drawing somebody else. So we all drew each other. And this is also a live drawing. I forgot to say I used graphite pencils here. And on this one I used black ball pen and color markers. It's a live drawing session. We had people dressed in an old clothes. I think it's a 1900s clothes, if I'm not mistaken. I'm very bad with the periods, so do forgive me. Yes, and they were posing for us, just especially for our group of artists. It was really interesting to see men and women dressed in such old clothes, but they look so beautiful. I wish we can dress like that as well. And here we have a woman. Also black ball pen and red color marker. Here is a close-up sketch of her face and the garments. Just a simple graphite pencil. This is a sketch for one of my paintings for the exhibition. I had a solo show here in my city, Chelyabinsk, and this was a plan for one of the artworks. It actually ended up looking a little bit different, so I didn't have art on the shirt, and the color palette is very bright. Here is just the graphite pencil drawing. Here is another sketch of the heart. I actually quite like this one, maybe I will draw it later. And here is some 6 sketches, also planning of some artworks. You can see I really like the eyes, the hearts, and the floral ornaments, the patterns. Also just simple graphite pencil, nothing special. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Can you recognize who this is? This is a portrait of Van Gogh, and it is done from his self-portrait oil painting. I was reading about him, and I found that his portrait looked quite beautiful, and I wanted to quickly sketch it, so I used just simple graphite pencil to sketch him. So dashing with the pipe. And this is one of my plans for a card for my art studio, because I didn't have one before, and I really needed a place where I can store all my oil paintings, oil paints, and maybe some canvases here. And I wanted to build this one myself, but I actually ended up buying one because it was cheaper and quicker than to build one myself. I think you have seen it in my previous video where I showed you the decluttering and reorganizing process. Yes. And this one is just color pencils. And here we also continue to use color pencils. This is a piggy bank I have at home, and I used to store coins in it, actually coins that are from other countries, but I don't do that anymore, so it's just a small decoration. And I really like it. It's very tiny, it's like this size, I think. It's almost life size, drawn life size. And just color pencils. And this is a sketch from a photograph of a man at the sea. So I also used color pencils. Okay. This is also a sketch from a photograph, and I thought I made these prints just now. And just color pencils, and I really liked how I used the purple color here. Looks very nice. And this is just a sketch, a tryout of some ideas. I have a building nearby my house that has this brick structure and this shaped, rome-shaped window, which I liked. It looked really interesting to me, so I tried to sketch it. This is the same, you can see the same pattern with the window and the bricks, and I tried to sketch a girl, but I had really bad bad structure of the hand, and I didn't finish it, so it's up until here it's nice. Below now. Also color pencils. Here is a sketch of one of my paintings, which I made for one of the solo shows, and I used myself as a model here. And also color pencils, and yeah, just color pencils. I was playing with the color scheme, so I made my body white, the background red, and the skin had the skin tone in the final version. Here is a live portrait of my boyfriend, so I used color pencils here, and I think he ended up looking really handsome. This is a sketch from a photograph of the unknown person. I combined here color pencils and the graphite pencil, the gray one. So I also played with different lines, different strokes, and the color combination, because I really like the green and the orange next to each other. I think it looks really nice. Here's another plan for the future paintings, which I never made, and I just played with the composition and the color contrast. I wanted to try something really sharp in terms of the lines and give it more dynamic. Here's another one. I played with multiple figures here, which I barely ever do. So usually my artworks have just one or maximum two figures in it, and here I have four at the same time, so it looks quite interesting, and you can view it from different perspectives, different angles, but I think this one is the nicest one. And also I can later maybe use it for some paintings, and I can crop and just leave this part, we can use just this part. And these are all done with color pencils, and I think some are from imagination, some are from photos. I think this one is from the photo because it's more detailed on the face. This is a figure study from a photograph using just graphite pencil, and I like the strokes here. Oh, this is actually a sketch for the artwork. The sign, actually I really enjoyed this one because this sign means so many different things in different countries, like in Malaysia or China, I guess Asian countries. This means the number 6, so when you're ordering something, you want to tell them like you want 6 strings, you can show them 6 strings. In Russia this is like a call me sign, and maybe in other countries as well, and also this represents something like cool, or I don't know, and also a sign for drinking. Maybe you know some other meanings of this sign. I hope it's nothing offensive in your country, so do let me know in the comments below. This is a graphite pencil, and actually now that I think about it, I don't know where the final artwork is, because I painted it on a small canvas using oils, and now I cannot find it. I need to see where it is. This is another sketch for one of the artworks I made, and it's also made with graphite pencil. The reference photo is of myself. I took a picture of myself. I have this kind of cardigan, very spacious, and I really like how the figure looked like, and I used the orange and white color, so the background, so everything is orangey and some white spots on it. And it is paired with this artwork, so they both ended up to be the same size and the same color combination, orange and white. Here is blue, but I ended up making it white. Also reference photo from myself, and the sketch done using the graphite pencil. And I really liked how I played with the placing of the figure, with the squares, dark and light squares behind it. Here, this one is more empty. This is also another sketch from a photograph, but not the one I made, just from the internet, and I just wanted to play with the color combination and the placement of the figure with the composition made with color pencils. This is also a sketch from my own reference photo. I like to take my own reference photos because I have more control over how I pose the figure, how I take the shot, and I just played with different colors, and this is a graphite pencil and color pencils. I think this sketchbook is mainly of graphite pencils and color pencils. So this is another sketch from this series, but I never actually made a final artwork using oils. This one were done in oils later on, and here I already used the orangey color. Maybe I will do this soon because I like the contrast between the black and white figure and the orange background. So also reference photos are from myself. It was actually very hard to take pictures of myself and pose at the same time. Oh, this is it. So it's unfinished sketchbook, and I still have so many pages to go, and I think it's a nice one. I actually like this one more than the previous one because it has better drawings in it and more interesting ones. So that's it, and I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour, even though the sketchbook is incomplete. I hope to fill it in with more drawings in the future. And I actually really enjoy making these sketchbook tour videos for you guys because I actually very rarely go through my sketchbooks, and I don't tend to like get back to my sketches, see what I've drawn like a month or a year ago. And for me this is also exciting because I get to rediscover what I drew before, what I liked to draw before, and it's also quite interesting to remember the stories behind the sketches and what went on at that particular period of time for me. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!